What is the point of letting what somebody says to you get on your skin? Okay, I've been there. I've got picked on because of my size, because of my intelligence, because of personal things I've dealt with in my life that I had to keep climbing. I had to climb. And every time I got higher, people kept trying to knock me back down back to square one. It didn't stop me. I kept pushing up. I pushed up. I shoved myself up to get where I'm at today. And even though the thing that I really need to happen hasn't happened yet though, but it eventually will come. I'm gonna find her. She's out there somewhere. I'll find her. You know. I don't let that highly concern me to a certain extent, because what I do to get what I need, really I can do whenever I choose to. I do as I say, and I do as I say. I do as I please. I'm a grown man. I'm 26 years old. In great shape. Got a good-looking family. Got 2 little nieces I'm taking care of. You know what I'm saying? I go to work, bust my ass. I go to the gym, bust my ass at the gym. It may not look like it now, but I still pump the iron. Even though I've not gone all this week and everything, but there's a reason. Give myself a break. Over time, you get opportunity to do what you got to do. Heck, I've even been injured. I've been injured twice. It goes to show you that I've paved my way as a human being. The human body can take so much punishment, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, you know, psychologically, so to speak. You know, I made efforts to do the unthinkable. I made efforts just to please myself and do what I'm supposed to do on this earth. Live for God, love for God, and to destroy Satan. To destroy Satan and all his evil intents and doings. It's good that people doubt me, because I can prove them wrong every time. It's good that people doubt me so I can keep doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't look at it that kind of way as me being down. I'm standing up. I'm standing right here at my height, 5'7", 145 pounds, soaking wet. What do you guys do? What are you doing to keep yourself elevated, to keep yourself up in the air, and don't let anybody crash your hot balloon? What are you doing? How are you doing it? I want to know. And I must inquire. There's always something you can do in life that people just don't like. They're not going to like everything you do. You're not going to expect that from anybody. You can think, but you're not going to expect it. Thinking and expecting things is 2 different things. But do I care? No. Do I get offended? Yeah, I get offended sometimes by stuff like that. But the question is, will I let it get to me? Lately at work, I've been keeping a clean head. I've not let it bother me. I'm not going to either. What I plan to do is stay on this earth until the day I die. Okay? Until the day I die. The day that I'm gone is the day this all changes is the day that I will not be longer here. When our day is coming. We just don't know when. We just don't know how. We just don't, sure enough as heck. We don't know. We don't know when our day is coming. It's going to surprise us. You know, you can sit there and say you know when it's coming, but you really don't. You're just saying just to hear yourself, in my opinion. what are you going to do? What are you going to do when you think your day is coming? You know, people tell me over time that people sit there and tell me that the world's going to end any day. It could. But I don't believe so. I don't agree with that. We're here for eternal life. Did you know while you're on earth, you're already dead? And then when you actually die, the immovable dying part of it, you're not here. You're not here. You're dead for the living. That's why they always say when they put you to rest, it means they finally put you to sleep. A good indefinite sleep, and you won't wake up from it. The reason why I post these videos like this is to send a message to those that have autism, that have, Down syndrome, that can't speak up for themselves. I normally don't do good in front of a crowd. I barely speak in front of people because I'm so nervous. But people always used to tell me, when you're up on the stadium, when you're up on the podium, picture everyone in their underwear. That will bring in your confidence. And for those of you that can't speak for themselves, they have a disability. I have a disability. Everyone has something wrong with it. Everyone has a birth defect or a brain defect, But don't let people take that. Don't let people expect that of you. People with autism are very bright and outspoken people. Just because you have autism doesn't make you retarded. It just means you have your own way of expressing yourself. I've always said that. When people make fun of other people that are autistic, that have Down syndrome, that are retarded, that have any kind of brain defect, brain disorder, a neurological brain defect, they make fun of them. But what do you got? The ones who making fun of them, where are you standing as a man? You may have issues in your life too that you want to take out on them for laughing at them because you can't express yourself like that. A lot of people don't think that people with autism don't really know what it really is. They just say it. I've had autism since I was a little baby, since I was 3 years old. I have my biggest issue is I can't read people. I can't read people's vibes. I can't read people in general. I can't read what they're feeling. I can't read what they're saying. I can't read what how they're feeling. It's hard. I've always had that issue. That's why I get in arguments. That's why people cut me off, because I argue with them a lot because of things that I don't comprehend very well, and it gets misconstrued. You got to realize and take a few steps back and just realize and say, hey, they didn't mean it like that. They didn't. But what they did mean to say is something that you can't handle to take. You can't take the handle. You guys make the decision every day, whether you want to live or you want to die. It's up to you. You let all this bullying stuff in schools, where all these kids are shooting up schools because someone called them a certain name or was joking with them in a facetious manner. And see, that's where the problem lies. People can't read other people very well. They take it offensive. They take offense to it. They get defensive. They get wound up over something like that. That's me. I was like that. You couldn't talk to me without me getting mad at you. You couldn't. You couldn't talk to me like that. I wouldn't let you talk to me like that. If you're joking with me, I wouldn't understand. I wouldn't comprehend it very well. I have a hard time reading people. I have a hard time reading people's body language and their vibes and stuff. I get the wrong idea about it. I don't catch on to it. Why, you ask? Simple. It's just because I just don't understand. I don't understand what you're feeling. I don't know what you're feeling. I don't understand. Eventually, one day I will though, but not right now because I don't understand a lot of things people are saying. I don't get it. That's why people make fun of me. I've been made fun of since I was a little kid. Everybody has. Everyone's been made fun of, or once in a while. People that make fun of you are the ones that are jealous of what you have that they want, but they can't get it because they're too freaking lazy to do it themselves. That's why that guy over there, across the street, he's jealous. He's coming at me because I hold a high tolerance of him feeling threatened and him being jealous of me. There's always something that catches someone's eye about you that just pisses them off about you. And they want to try to expose it. Your job is to not let them expose you. Your job is to sit there and take what they got, throw it at you, and throw it back at them. Not physically, but mentally. It's all mind games. People love playing mind games to those that don't have a mind. People play mind games with some people because they think they can get an edge over them. They think they can get a rise over them. You're a coward. No. Scratch that. Humility. You know when it's your time. You know the time and place for it. It's not just there yet. It's gonna wait a little bit. People talk about how I'm a man, I can take what people say to me. We got a bunch of people over 18 years old that act like they're 14 and their parents. Not you. No. Not you, Savannah. No, you ain't like that. You're real mature. You're smart. You don't get involved in all that. You got a good family. You don't get involved in all that. I know you don't. I know that for a straight fact. But, grow up. You're an adult. You're over 18. You're in your mid-late 20s, early 30s. And you act like, hey, Glenn. You act like it's that serious. Like you act like it's so serious. You take it so seriously. It's not meant for that. It's not meant to be that way. It's not meant to be that way. If you choose